Hello everyone. Along with me today I have a special guest and Kaynat, Tanveer, Riaz, Borah, ranked 34 Assistant Audit Officer in the APSC Combined Competitive Examination 2023 22. Yeah, 2022. And first of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir.
And Kaynat has done the MBA and she started preparing for the civil services examination in the year 2019 with Academy of Civil Services. And I'm happy that she was my student from 2019 for the prelims, mains, for a teacher. And
Yes,
for
sir.
me, one of the most happiest thing is that to see the students qualifying this examination.
Yes, sir.
Because I was an aspirant.
Yes.
I was an aspirant of UPSC, could not qualify. I reached up to interview, could not qualify finally. But still, more than my success, it makes me more happier that you people qualify this examination. Okay, Kainas, how do you feel now?
So the feeling is actually I cannot state it in words. Actually, I'm very overwhelmed with everybody's blessing which helped me. Your support, everybody's support, my parents' blessing, and everything. I feel very secured right now. That would be the only thing I would say. I'm happy. I'm secured.
That is the output of your 4 years hard work.
Yes, sir.
And in the life, sometimes we get different disturbance, different hurdles in between.
Yes, sir.
But we should be consistently preparing for whatever is the aim and the goal we have.
Yes, sir.
That I really appreciate the 4 years patience you have shown, and today you are able to smile because of that 4 years hard work and patience you have shown. For the future aspirants,
Yes, sir.
let us give them some input, because being a successful person, how will you guide the future aspirants? Let me ask step by step. First one, what was your strategy for the prelims examination?
Prelims,
Yeah,
yes, sir.
especially now the notification is out
Yes,
for
sir.
the next exam. March
Yes,
17 is the exam.
Yes.
After last year notification, the 2-3 months, how did you manage it properly? What you can tell the future aspirants?
So my strategy was like, I was actually, before the notification, I started from August. Basically, there was a gap in between, because for 1 year consistently studying was a bit, I had some ups and downs. So there was a bit of gap. So I started from August. I called you.
Yes,
You
yes.
gave me a timetable. So August, every day I made sure that I'll study for 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours. So I incorporated CSET every 1 hour every day. And then from the day I got the notification in December 26, 2022, the notification was out. So I made sure whatever notes I made, whatever notes specifically if I say, the ACS polity notes.
Yes.
That was the best for me for revision and everything.
Yes.
Then ACS modern notes, modern history notes. I took that particular thing because those were the two things, because I found that for prelims I have the best grasp on it, because every line was explained very nicely. So I went through that particular thing. Geography, I had my own NCRT notes which I did it in class 12.
Yes.
So just because it was my handwritten thing, so it was easy for me to go through that things. And I made sure that, not a timetable exactly, but I made sure I will revise everything.
Yes.
So I started revising 4 days in a week. I did CSET for 2 hours. Then current affairs, I did Saturday and Sunday. I made sure, and giving mock test. I started giving mock test online in the ACS website, in my web portal. Whatever was available, I gave all the tests, revising it every time. Like the first test I gave, I stopped there. After 1 week, I'll give the same test again. So it became a habit of giving test.
Yeah, there is one mistake normally students do. They will do the test and they will be happy, either happy with their marks or they'll be upset with their marks.
Yes, sir.
But we have to study with the test series.
Yes, sir.
And doing a test, and after that, whatever answers, especially those answers you went wrong, you have to revise that portion again and understand that portion once again.
Yes.
I think that part you have done.
Yes, I kept on giving the test again and again.
Yes.
Then CSET also I did the same thing. There were ACS online classes for us. So we did the classes, it was from 4 to 6 I guess in the evening time. So I did, while seeing the videos, I used to do the test, and then I revised the same test again in the night. Then after 4 days I'll revise the same test again, like for the CSET. So CSET was a revision once in a week, and for the GS I did twice in a week. So that was my prelims process, and it was a Pomodoro technique. 2 hours I study, half an hour break, 2 hours I study, half an hour break.
Okay, good. And this exercise you did for how many months? From starting
From December 26th onwards, January 16th, the final notification came. From then, it became a rigorous method of studying for more than 8 hours. I don't know specifically how many hours.
Yes. Yeah, obviously that 8 hours is the ideal time to study.
Yes, sir.
If you are going to study some 10, 16 hours, 20 hours, then you will not be able to study the next day.
Yes, sir.
And my suggestion is also that maximum study 8 hours, but that 8 hours consistently.
Yes, sir.
Even if you are doing for 3 months or 4 months,
Yes,
if an aspirant is able to do consistently, then we can cover a lot of portion.
Yes, sir.
When we lose the consistency, today preparing and next day and for 2-3 days we forget to prepare,
Yes, sir.
then we will not be able to finish the syllabus completely.
Yes, sir.
And after the prelims, obviously the prelims you have given how did you study the CSAT, how you have studied the GS.
Yes, sir.
Mains, what was your strategy, or what is the most important thing for the mains examination?
Mains, I revised the same notes again and again. I tried to read between the lines. Like as in, I remembered the examples given in the class. Especially for polity, which we did it for a long time because our batch was before the CAB.
Yes.
So for the CAB and COVID, we had a long break at that time. So whatever in the polity classes, I remember some of the examples which I used in essay.
Yes, okay.
Specifically, I remember because I used some of the examples of a student not being able to study in a hut. So he made his own a cave kind of a thing with banana tree.
Yes.
That was the one you gave us an example in the class.
I took the polity classes
Yes.
for you. Okay, thank you.
So that examples, I used it in the essay. And I did for the mains, I did one thing that I made an example page.
Yes.
That example I kept on using in many papers, like the same examples. And the prelims note only I kept on revising. And I wrote answers while I was doing my classes with sir and everyone else, geography and polity. I used to write answers and I used to submit it to sir. And I practiced one question or two questions every day, mains question, whichever was possible.
Yeah,
at least
that I
one.
think that practice you started from the beginning of the classes, I think. I
Yes,
still
sir.
remember the geography faculty.
Yes, sir.
And Anand sir was the geography faculty in your batch. He told me one day after checking the answers of Kaynat, she has a good writing skill, she will qualify one day. And that day was yesterday.
So, and that was my strategy of writing questions, one question every day. If not possible, for 1-2 days, I'll club up 3 questions together and I'll do one day.
Yes.
And I used to revise the same material again and again and again. Nothing more than that.
And to sum up, I can tell that because according to you, he giving examples in the answers,
Yes,
make
sir.
the answer unique.
Yes, sir.
Second thing, to get that example while writing the answer, we need to practice from the beginning.
Yes, sir.
Whenever we are listening the prelims class or preparing for the prelims examination, many students will be preparing themselves.
Yes, sir.
Many will be going for the coaching. And that depends on the individual. Whatever way you are preparing, from the starting of the preparation, write the answer. Whatever examples you are getting, try to include those examples in the answer, because if the answer is simply condensed, the examiner also does not feel much unique in the answer.
Yes, sir.
He will have lot of answer sheets.
Yes,
He will
sir.
give the best marks for the paper which he feels it is a extraordinary answer.
Yes, sir.
For that, including current affairs, including the examples,
Yes, sir.
then make your answer unique.
Yes, sir.
For that, more than learning the content, we should have the creativity in the answer sheets.
Yes, sir.
And next one, definitely interview. How was your interview experience?
My interview experience was, I was a bit nervous. The night before that, I had cramps, I couldn't sleep. I was thinking now it is not any more writing, it is face to face. But I'm thankful the panel was very good. They were very cooperative with me. And the questions, there were 15 questions as of right now I remember. And nothing was direct. It was case based. What happens here? If something is happening somewhere, how would you take a step? And at the end of the day, when I gave my interview, I came out at 3:15. I remember 3:15 p.m. I was satisfied. I was happy facing the interview. I didn't know what will be the thing. I was in a dilemma, 60-40 kind of thing, whether I'll crack or not. But giving the interview and the whole process was a great motivation for me.
Can you tell some examples of some questions in the interview and how did you answer?
Yes, sir. The first question was regarding my name. So then they asked me like, what is the basic quality a civil servant should have? So I pointed out on 3, which I think like integrity. Hard work is something everybody do. Therefore, we move till interview. But for me, it was integrity, clarity in your mind, and having your own stability in your own point. So standing in your own shoes and understanding everybody, empathetic is one of the thing for me. So I thought those points and I gave those 3 points. Then they asked me about World Cup,
Yes.
because the day before that, 19th of November, there was a World Cup. So they asked me about the World Cup. I missed a bit of year, I guess, with 1-2 year I missed it. And then they gave me a case study.
Yes.
That if in a tea garden or somewhere there is a problem, how would you settle it? If
Yes.
you are in the nearby police station, how you, if you get a call, what will be the whole process? And they asked me regarding women empowerment, do I see that the women are really at par with the men? Those were some of the questions.
And regarding your name, what question they asked? The meaning of the name?
Meaning of the name, who is Kaynat, like what is the meaning of Kaynat? Then who is Tanveer? Why Riaz is there? Riaz is my father's name actually. I had to explain
Yeah,
that
it's a unique name also, Kaynat. And I think the meaning is the whole universe.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now regarding the future aspirants,
Yes,
if you want to tell something in brief, 1 or 2 advices, what they should do to qualify this examination.
First and foremost, having a good mental health is very important. Motivation is something which will come and go. That's for sure. One day we will be motivated, second day might not be. There will be ups and downs, but being resilient with one's own, you should think about the whole, what you will get after this. Like right now, after all the speed breakers and bumps, I am having a smile right now. So from my own experience, resilience, having a positive mind, being mentally healthy, and the most important thing is revision. Revise and repeat, revise and repeat. That is the only mantra I had in my time.